Alright folks, this is Rob Jacobson, InfoWars Media Blog, Quick.com. We're streaming live. And if you're catching this on YouTube, you could always catch my live stream at Quick.com, InfoWars Media Blog. Okay, so being that this is still just warm-up for the site, I'm going to go through the headlines at Drudge Report, since it's pretty easy and obvious, just to give you a taste on the type of stuff that I'm interested in and what I see when I look at the news. Alright, so this is the headline right now. Drudge Report. As you can see, he's all over the... and not that I don't... I appreciate Drudge Report. Most popular news site out there, and definitely features a lot of InfoWars news. He tries to keep it real. But of course he also tries to drive a lot of traffic, so to keep the mainstream media looking at his site. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the headlines we have posted, which you're probably going to find on a lot of the news sites today. Of course, Drudge, we're going to stick to the top over here, and that's Drudge's auto refresh. I'd like to point out that all these headlines on the top is about the left-to-right politics, the coming election. Sticking with Joe Biden, who's making obviously loaded comments, all this stuff. Folks, the fact of the matter is a criminal, a person, a tool, who works for the global oligarchy, the global elites, those who despise America, those who despise you, those who basically want the world for themselves and don't want to really feed the useless eaters, as they call it, anymore. Basically, both these guys, somebody of that crowd is going to get into office. It's either going to be these criminals or... this guy's shirt is supporting Romney. It's going to be that criminal. Both of these guys, there's nothing really much we could do. A criminal will take office in the coming months. It doesn't matter who you vote for. So, in my opinion, as we look at all these headlines that's just dominating the press, it's a real distraction from what is actually going on in this world. It doesn't matter who becomes president, because a criminal will take charge and not care about you one way or another. Remember, folks, those guys running for office, they're not going to spend one single second helping you out. Regardless if you campaign for them for the rest of your life or not, they don't care. They'll use up your energy and throw it out, and they won't care about you one way or another, as long as they stay in power. So let's go through some of these headlines really quickly. As you can see, Drudge plays the opposite of what most mainstream media plays, mainstream media being a PR establishment. Carney knocks Palin. Carney, the laughable press secretary of the White House right now. I mean, the guy is such a bad liar. The guy is so bad at what he does. Like, they have to hire a better liar than this guy. This guy is pathetically retarded. Gets up there and knocks Palin, another person who has been receiving interesting criticism. While, I mean, these people are, it's kind of like, this is important as if Hulk Hogan knocked Andre the Giant. I mean, these headlines are not going to change anybody's situation, unfortunately. And you're going to see them all over the news. So we got a lot of election stuff over here. This guy, you know, unfortunately for this guy who's wearing that Romney t-shirt, very nice little picture on Drudge Report. Romney ain't gonna save you either. You know, he supported the NDAA. He's in favor of abortion and all that stuff. So it's basically the same guy as Obama running, and you got Romney. Alright, Carney, more Carney headlines. The guy is a joke. I honestly think Carney may be partially retarded or something. The level of mistakes he makes and the absurd lies that he comes out with over and over again. He is just constantly caught not knowing his facts or just blatantly misconstruing things. Okay, here we go. What else do we have here? Moving on along, we got the WikiLeaks guy, Ecuador grants WikiLeaks founder asylum, but the UK threatens to invade Ecuador. This one is the best one over here. No one to be charged with crime for MS global collapse. Alright, we'll stop at that headline. There's a bunch of headlines here, but let's stop at that one because that one is the most interesting one in my opinion over here. No one is to be charged. And my question to anybody out there who's reading this is, why should you be surprised? When you have a global crime syndicate stealing from people and ripping people off, this is who they send to jail for doing their crimes. Nobody. They're in charge. The criminals are in charge. I mean, I had a conversation with somebody here who works here, a new person who recently got hired. You know, doesn't quite watch the news that much, has a very optimistic outlook, thinking that there got to be good out there. And there is good. There's good people out there. But when the criminals, a concentrated group of rip-off artists, all consolidate their power and move to the top of a power structure, it just seems like everybody is corrupt. It's not true. These people will squander and beat down anybody who tries to get in their way. They will stop anybody with ethics. They will put in jail their competitors, like what's his face over there? I'm drawing a blank, folks, but you know what I'm talking about. What's his name? They put their competitors in jail. Anyway, I can't think of his name right now. Not important. But anyway, the point is that when you have a consolidated criminal group running the laws, they will change the laws so that their actions are legal and your actions are illegal. Therefore, their positions are protected, and your position as an ethical, average, person is threatened. It's that simple, folks. So don't be surprised to see headlines like this. What does surprise me is how many people go along with this kind of thing. How many people think it's okay to collect a big old paycheck because it's just a job, and yet you're actually complicit with this. So, folks, that's my upload for right now. Hopefully the InfoWars Media blog catches on, and hopefully I get a little bit smoother at it. So, yeah, keep tuned in, and see you next time.